We're going to have a look at the dance in slow motion and break it down for you so they can see what's going on and perhaps understand the value of this exercise. So we're going to start here now, and the first thing we want is for the horse to move away from us to give us some space so it's not crowding us. And then we want the horse to go forward, and we want the legs in the front to track in front of the shoulders, and the rear leg, we want inside rear leg to come in under the horse's body, which you can see here now. And this is all about building agility and strength in the horse. Now sideways, we want the front outside shoulder or leg to move with the inside rear leg. Now that doesn't always happen to start with, and then we come out and we go forward again. So when they first start, often they're uncoordinated, and so gradually this will build their coordination. So here we go again, front outside leg with the rear inside leg. And so that sets up to help for diagonals. Now the back up, we disengage the hip. Now we ask for the outside rear leg to move with the inside front leg. And again, this coordination doesn't always happen at the start, but as the horse practices, they sort their own feet out and they get themselves coordinated. So again, watch this front inside leg move now with the rear outside leg. Not quite there, but here, pretty close together. And it depends on the direction you're going a little bit. So we were going away on an angle. Now to stop, we're just standing, having the horse disengage its hindquarters and standing softly. Now watch all this again and notice the way the horse uses its legs. The other aspect is that we want the horse's head or the poll to be around the height of the wither and not higher. We certainly don't want a head-high horse, but often they start that way, and gradually as they relax, learn the exercise and get comfortable with it, they will lower their head. And then we're wanting long-term the horse to start the break at the poll and collect its head up without there being any pressure on the halter. We also want the horse's head to be to the inside of the circle so that it can't brace its neck up. If its head was straight forward, then it's more inclined to brace its neck, and we don't want that because that develops stiffness, and we want to develop softness and also politeness. This is very good for the horse in terms of learning to work with us and learn how to get soft, get cooperative, all those sorts of things. So again, a brilliant exercise. I would encourage people to do this before riding rather than lunging, as this warms up the horse's muscles better. It warms up more muscles, and it's not a high impact exercise. So it's soft and it gets those muscles developed and warmed up before you ride. You don't always have to spend the amount of time that I'm showing in this exercise, and certainly this is playing in slow-mo, so it doesn't take this long. But it's just a brilliant exercise to use before you ride and get your horse supple, listening to you, and as I said, fully warmed up. Importantly, after you do a backup, you need to move the horse forward. And as you move a horse over sideways, you need to move the horse forward. Always bring the horse back forward, as it is a forward-thinking exercise. We don't ever want to stop in the sideways or the backup. And so once this gets all smoothed down, and then the horse does learn to collect at the pole and that, and there's very little pressure on my hand and on the horse's head, that's why we call it the dance. Okay, so stopping here, and now we'll watch the full video in full time.